Later on, I went to take my garbage out, walking the dog, started out, and got my walker out there, just went back in to get the dog. That was burning. Man, oh man. It must have been hot when it was coming in.
Yeah.
Are they in place now, Tony?
Hmm?
Are they in place where they're going to be?
Yep.
There's some young people down there, and there's some older people down there. And then
Yeah. Is this the first you've been here?
yeah.
How about now? Is that easier to hear? Woo, there we go. All right. How's everyone doing tonight? Fantastic. Once again, we thank you guys for coming out to our band shell concerts. Thank you to the Ferris State Community Band. We appreciate you guys. Looks like they have a patriotic theme, seeing as this weekend is 4th of July. So for everyone, stay cool, stay safe, try and get out of the smog. Canada's trying to smother us with their love or something, I don't know. But we thank you guys for at least coming out here today and participating. These guys have been doing it for 57 years, so we appreciate the support. I will be coming around with this red bucket. If you feel so moved, please wave me down, put in any amount. It helps keep this going. It brings bands in. Each year we get new people, we get younger people, we get some older people, but we appreciate it and we love your support. And I'm going to kick it over to them as they start us with the national anthem, right?
Okay.
Fantastic, the national anthem. Have a great night, everyone.
Hi.
Put a round of applause for Jared. Thank you, Eric. All right, here's the national anthem. Feel free to stand if you're so inclined.
He's giving you a stack.
Well, welcome to our 4th of July weekend kickoff concert. We have done concerts either to kick it off or to be part of or right after, depending on how these Wednesdays fall. And since the 4th is falling on a Tuesday, and a lot of people have Monday off, including the university, so we're getting an early start on a long weekend. So we're delighted to see you here, and thank you so much for singing along when you could. We're going to continue our program now with a wonderful march from John Philip Sousa called the Liberty Bell March, and this one features chimes, kind of evoke the sounds of the Liberty Bell. It was written, I believe, in the centennial of that bell, and we have a special guest conductor. If you've been to any of our concerts this summer, last summer, in the last year or two with our concert band during the school year, the West Central Concert Band, we've heard some extremely beautiful oboe playing by Michelle Koffeld. Michelle is a retired band director from the east side of the state and taught for a number of years there, and she and her husband, who's also a band director, also retired. They're both very happy, by the way. They moved to Canadian Lakes 2 or 3 years ago, and she found us, and it's been wonderful. So we're inviting her up to the podium to guest conduct the Liberty Bell March. Please give a very warm, big round of welcome to Michelle Koffeld.
Over there.
All right. That sounds a little too hot. How's that? A little too much.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Okay.
How about this?
Good.
All right. Okay, so we're continuing with our Americana 4th of July theme here, and we're going to do American Visions. This is an arrangement by Michigan's own John Ross. It's a medley of 4 songs: Yankee Doodle, Shenandoah, Columbia, the Gem of the Ocean, and America the Beautiful. And it's a fun piece for the band. It's got a lot of creative experiment kind of things, and we're having a lot of fun playing with it. So we hope you enjoy this mashup of 4 patriotic songs, American Visions. This is your song, Ed. He's coming. Okay. So we are once again very pleased and privileged to have Ed Millett here in our community, and Ed is is a wonderful member of everything community related, and he has his own professional tuba box series as well. And he's also part of the Festival of the Arts Board, and I'm going to let him speak a little bit about the fundraiser we've got going for that. Later on, we'll have Amy Boozy talking about a different fundraiser. And otherwise, I'll let Ed talk to you about the piece because he puts a nice spin on it. And we see Ed an awful lot. He does a lot of things. I want to make sure he's not taken for granted ever. Please give him a very warm welcome, Ed Millett.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for coming out and doing all that you do to support the arts. There's so many things that happen here in our community, and it's great to see so many faces, new faces and familiar faces, and all of the arts things that are going on, and encourage you to take part anytime you see artsy things in Big Rapids. This is really exciting. You know it's going to be good. So come on out and enjoy. So Scott had mentioned Festival of the Arts things. So I want to do a quick plug for that. For those of you that don't know about it, every February for, what are we coming up on? I think the 17th one, just in this iteration, right? But it's really started back in the 1960s. But with a Ferris Festival of the Arts, now it's become the Big Rapids Festival of the Arts the whole month of February, usually somewhere 60, 70, 80 different arts events that happen just in the month of February. And normally, we wouldn't really bother you about that until January, but it's, I don't know, I have a microphone and here I am. So it's coming up in February again, and we want you to come and partake. As with a lot of the things that happen here in town, all of it is free, and we want you to enjoy and take part in that. But as with all those things that are free, it's of course not free to put on, and we need help, and we need whatever we can. So for the first time this year, there is a raffle fundraiser for the Festival of the Arts. And if you're interested, all of the board members have tickets. Scott and I both have them. Karen may or may not be here. I don't see a hand. But Karen Minoski is the city treasurer, so you can find her at City Hall. Roxanne Cullen can be found usually up at Artworks or wherever. I think Artworks has some tickets for sale too. Anybody that you can find that's on the festival board, we would be happy to do that. The drawing is in September on Labor Day. It's a cash kind of a thing. You could win, I think, $750 or $500 or $250, and all it does is cost you $10, and that'd be great. So that's my plug for Festival of the Arts. My blue T-shirt and the one that's here in the middle, Amy Boozy is going to come up and talk about that too, but that's for more artsy stuff and ways you can support the arts and things going on with that. My tuba box plug is just that's coming up for our 18th season in September and October, and we hope that you can come to that. It's 6 weeks in a row starting on September the 9th this year, each weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, and there are amazing musicians from all around the world that come here to Big Rapids for concerts, and we hope that you come to that. And if you would like to know more about that, talk to me afterwards, and I'd be happy to share. So I think those are all my plugs for now. Rule Britannia is what it says in your program, and I think for the 4th of July, kind of that's an odd selection, except for if it weren't for the British, we wouldn't have been able to have a war back then. So this is, our little tribute to them. So thanks to England. And there's the whole coronation thing this year that happened with King Charles and all that. So Rule Britannia is a theme and variations. John Hartman is the initial composer. It says in the program, John was a cornet soloist in England back turn of the century, of the last century, in the 1900s, early 1900s. And Luis Maldonado was the arranger, the scorer for this version. Luis is no longer with us, but he was a terrific euphonium player, taught at Central Michigan University back in the early 90s, before he passed away. And so he was one of my college teachers, and always enjoy doing things with Luis's name on them too. But hope you enjoy this set of theme and variations on Rule Britannia. And are you set? And so here we go.
That's an awful lot of notes. You see all that black? He just played more notes than I have in my entire life as a trombonist. We're going to calm the mood down a little bit and do a beautiful ballad called Ballad Air. This is one of the few pieces that we played at our spring concert back in April in commemoration of my colleague Dale Scornia's retirement from Ferris after 17 years of leading our athletic pep band to tournaments and trophies and all sorts of stuff all over the country. And so this was one of his favorite growing up as a kid, and it's those early musical influences are the ones that hang on to us the strongest, and so this was one of his there. So we hope you enjoy this beautiful ballad air. Well, this is one of my favorite moments now during this annual concert for the 4th of July for our Independence Day. This is where we play a piece called Armed Forces Salute. Um, this version does not include the new Coast Guard version, which we just recently obtained, and we'll try to include that in the future. But for right now, we have the other branches of service, which I'll read in this order. And they are the Army, Coast Guard, Marines, Air Force, and Navy. So if you are a veteran or active military, or if you're a member of a family or a close friend of someone who is, you're more than welcome to stand up when you hear that anthem being played. And we thank you all for our service, and remember all the people all the way back to when we got our independence from the British, from the rural Britannia. And we thank you all and celebrate you. And here on the 4th of July, here is the Armed Forces Salute. I'm going to talk for just a couple moments here, and it was acknowledged that this is our 57th year being sponsored by Ferris State University. It's been a town and gown collaboration that whole time. One of the oldest town and gown traditions that we have at the university and with Big Rapids, and we're very, very appreciative of that. And so I'd like to acknowledge the Ferris part of that. So if you are a student at Ferris or if you work at Ferris, would you please stand up? Here's our Ferris people. Thank you. And then we also have a wonderful collection of members of the community, some that have been playing first year with us and some that have been playing for many years. I think this would be a good opportunity just to show how long everybody's doing. So if this is your very first year playing in the Ferris Community Summer Band, would you please stand up? First year people, everybody. Welcome. So let's have, you can be seated. Let's have people that have been in the band up to, let's say up to 10 years. In the band, up to 10 years, from 2 to 10 years. All right, how about from 10 to 20 years? This is number 20 for me. How about 20 to 30 years? Do we have any, Andrew, how many years are you in the band? 30 to 40 years? Did you stand up already? Yeah, all right, so stand up again. That's Nedra Newman, everybody. Dr. Jerry Beard, who's normally with us, is playing it safe due to the air conditions. He's got asthma, but he's playing in the band. How, 47 years? Is that what it says in the program? 47 years he's been part of this group, and he's also been a Ferris medical employee here, of course, as well. So how about will you have the whole band stand and say thank you? Everybody stand up for how many years we've been here. Thank you. So one of the fun things for me, and it keeps happening more and more every year, is that the number of really, really talented arts people in this community is just astounding for the size it is. Part of it is the university's influence, and I think part of it is just something in the water around here. I don't know what it is, but we have a lot of talent, and some people are born here and raised here and do such wonderful things like the Millettes. We've got 3 generations of Millettes, by the way. Let's recognize them. We've got Gord Millette in the back, and Janet over there. First generation, second generation, Edward, and third, Noah Millette back here in percussion. So that's pretty darn cool. And then we have some people to move the community, and so we are very, very pleased to welcome to the front of the band shell. This is Micah Taylor. Micah sang with us last week and has sung with us and the past couple times before. A trained opera singer, but she does some wonderful stuff with jazz, and you're going to really enjoy her either for the first time or once again. So please give a very warm welcome to Micah Taylor.
Testing 1, 2. sing if it ain't got that swing. Do-ah. It don't mean a thing. All you got to do is swing. Do-ah. It makes no difference if it's sweet or hot. Just give that rhythm everything you've got. Oh, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do-ah. It makes no difference if it's sweet or hot. Just give that rhythm everything you got. Oh, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that. Do-ah. No, it don't. Ba 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 ba.
And how about that trumpet solo by Jeff Caballos in the back? Jeff, great job, man. It was hard to do a Independence Day concert without doing Stars and Stripes Forever, so we're going to do Stars and Stripes Forever. It's a wonderful march, and you know how it goes. Our piccolo people are out of town this week, so you're going to hear the thing happening on Ed with the tuba. All right, so if you want to notify the piccolo, please do. Here's the Stars and Stripes. Feel free to clap along.
Stupid ass.
Community band, stand up band. Season 57's almost in the can. Have you seen it? We're going to do one more. One more that they say was Sousa's favorite encore. So whether you know it or not, you just gave us the option to do an encore. So thank you very much. And we're going to do, it's called The Roosters Lay Eggs in Kansas. So this shows that Sousa did have a humorous side. So it's been a few years since we've done it. So you may not remember it, but you're not going to forget it.